Wanted to talk a bit about what happens at a cuddle party where maybe you've gone to the bathroom and you come back, and what it seems like is everyone is paired up cuddling. And even though it's made clear in the welcome circle that you are allowed to ask people, can I join you? You just feel like, oh, I don't want to bother anybody. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Oh, I guess I'll just have to wait until somebody else gets up and is free for me to ask if I can cuddle with them. How could I possibly navigate this? On the training call, we talked about this scenario and how to navigate it. Sometimes it's going to take practice. Sometimes it can be so difficult and a growth experience to ask one person to cuddle that the idea of inserting yourself into an established group to ask, can I join both of you, can just feel earth-shatteringly monumental or monumentally earth-shattering. So what is the deal? Why is it that if you see two people cuddling, you ask, can I cuddle with you? And even if you only want to be in physical contact with one person, you still ask the pair because the dynamic is at play as well. I've experienced something where I was cuddling with a guy and a girl that he often cuddles with in the rest of his life came over and wanted to join. And I was thinking, sure, I think that put me in the middle of a spoon sandwich. And maybe the guy might have been facing me and she was behind me. I can't remember the configuration. I just remember what I didn't really expect. Because I was kind of being held and massaged a bit, I didn't realize that when she came into the picture, now she was getting massaged. And so although I had contact of her body in my back, I wasn't getting the same massages. And I could feel that his attention was now split. And I had to notice, how did that feel? I mean, I kind of enjoyed it more when I had all of his attention just to myself. And although getting her contact and her energy, which was enjoyable, gave me more surface contact, I kind of now felt like I wasn't getting the same level of attention. And I think I would have preferred, could I do that again? That if it meant giving up, if the only way to continue cuddling with him was to add her in, then I would go for that. But if he would totally keep cuddling with me the way he was, whether she did or did not join, then I might have wanted to remain cuddling with just him. So sometimes the dynamic and attention is going to be affected, even if she had come behind him and was cuddling him and not even touching me. It still would have changed things. I had thought it also might be related to the circuit of the energy that's going to be flowing through now. And so I asked, how does it work when, let's say, a whole group of people are cuddling at Cuddle Party? I think they sometimes call it the spoon drawer, where instead of two people spooning, you have people spooning, someone spooning here, 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 all the way down. So how do you navigate joining that? And in that case, you might ask the person just that you're about to nestle into, and maybe the person behind them, because it's possible that their arm around that person's stomach, let's say, is now going to, at the very least, this part of their arm is going to be touching you, and your back is going to be touching them there. But maybe they want to put their arm around you too. Different things to negotiate. And then someone suggested the idea that maybe you don't want to be in the spoon drawer and spooning with everyone, but maybe you still want to join in some way. And either you ask an individual or you say to the whole line of people, would any of you like a foot massage? And then you can be kind of on the end, and someone might say yes. And so now you're giving them a foot massage. It's not taking attention away from them. They're still doing exactly with the people they were touching what they would have been anyway, but now they're getting a foot massage. So you could kind of ask that line of people or an individual, hey, would you in particular like a back or a foot massage, or something like a scalp massage? You could also be at the end of that, sitting kind of in your own space with your hands on their scalp and not really connecting with the people around, so it wouldn't disturb or intrude, but that way you could still be part of things and participating. For a lot of people, just showing up to cuddle party is a big stretch for them. And asking someone to cuddle with them is a stretch for them. So I would say asking to join a group, one might even consider that an intermediate level experience, because some people, just being in the room is the stretch, or just asking one person for one thing is a stretch, or being able to say no and practice it and feel confident that it's okay to say no and I'm not ruining anyone's day. And if they have feelings about it, that's their thing to deal with. If I have said no and not screamed at their face, but just said no, I've done my part. So asking to join a group, maybe you want to try that on your fifth cuddle party. Maybe you want to jump in and try that on your first. But if you feel like you can't quite get yourself to do it on that first one, be gentle with yourself, because we're all on a different learning curve. And for a lot of people, showing up is the stretch, and anything beyond that is bonus. So something to consider. Maybe if you really want to give it your all before cuddle party, you practice. Okay, I'm imagining two people, and I'm going to say to them, hey guys, do you mind if I join you? Or, hey, I'd like to cuddle you, the person on the right. Can I spoon you from behind? Are you both okay with that? You could practice what things you might want to ask for, so that you can kind of get it in your muscle memory, so that when the situation comes up, it won't seem like such a foreign experience, even if it will be the first time on stage, so to speak, doing it in the wild. So many things to think about. I just keep finding myself thinking recently, we take cuddling very seriously here at Cuddle Party. So may we all improve our boundaries, communication, consent, and put forth more love into the world.